What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, Season 4, Episode 15. So if you haven't seen the 15th episode of Season 4 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. It is a simple and free way to support my channel. I can't stress it enough how simple, free, and easy it is to support my channel by just hitting the like button and the subscribe button. It literally takes less than 4 seconds to do. Goddamn loud ass motorcycle. It takes less than 4 seconds. It's a free way to support my channel. It's anonymous. I don't know that you're liking the channel. I think I don't even know that who the subscribers are. It helps your algorithm. It helps your algorithm if you have a YouTube channel yourself. It helps my engagement on my channel. You don't even realize how much it helps me out by just hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. Anything I say, my opinion, it does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And I'm not a public speaker. As you can see, I will tend to fumble my words. You'll hear me say so, like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my talking down to regain my thoughts. It is what it is. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. What happened in this episode? I kind of like this episode. I'm going to give it a B-. I kind of liked it. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm going to put it in between a B- and a C+ for right now. I don't really remember everything that happened. I might change my grade at the end of the review. Because I'm not sure yet. But we're going to see. But I'm thinking I'm going to put it between a B- and a C+. Did I forget to say anything? I don't think so. Last chance. Tyler Perry's Ruthless, Season 4, Episode 15. If you have not seen the video, turn it off. If you have not seen the episode, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Hope I ain't forget to say nothing. I feel like I did, but I don't remember. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like this episode, I feel like this is a Tyler Perry review day for me. I just reviewed Sisters and The Oval. Now I'm doing Ruthless. So it's a Tyler Perry type of day, I guess. It's kind of mid. If I had to, because I watched all 3 of them back to back. So if I had to choose which one was the best for me this week, it would probably be Ruthless. And then The Oval. And then Sisters. Sisters was super mid for me this week. Check out my review of Sisters if you watch Sisters. Anyway, we're going to get into this. The spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the episode, turn it off. Turn this video off. Okay. The first scene of the episode is the continuance of the end of the last episode where the feds, Desiree and Cal, they moving in on the Rolls Royce and the other car from the Rakadushi compound. So they get up to the cars. The cars are empty. It's just a driver in each car. They get out. Driver get out. Tells them he was told to go wash the car and gas it up. Desiree and Cal's like, this car is stolen. He was like, I didn't know. So they arrest the Rakadushi member, or was about to. So then Desiree, she tells Cal, you need to find Mac. Then tells the other officers to actually let him go back to the compound. Let them take the cars back. Cal's like, what's your play here? Desiree tells Cal, I slipped a tracker on the car. And I'm just like, okay. A tracker on the car ain't really nothing. Y'all know where they at already. Y'all already know where they at. I mean, I get you putting a tracker on it to find out where he's going. But then you find out from that agent later on in the episode where he's been going. We'll get to that. I like to go scene for scene, of course. If you watch my reviews, then you know. I go scene for scene. So then we get this scene, Daikon, the highest, Joan, they got away on 4-wheelers. They hop into a black truck to head to the bank. I'm just like, Desiree and Cal, y'all did all that big old mess stopping the Rolls Royce and all that. Y'all just let them get away while y'all focus on these cars. So let me get this scene. Ruth, she goes into the broken bus. Remember that bus that what's his name kept trying to get kept trying to get Zane to come to or something like that. I can't remember what was happening. Something was happening on that bus. But basically, that was the bus they were supposed to get working for the kids or something like that, to take the kids somewhere. So she goes on that broken bus and she steals some keys and she in there searching for other shit. Lewis comes in there, is like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm looking for keys to anything. They start talking about the plan. Lewis is like, well, why don't you just go get the money out of the highest trailer now? And I'm like, I thought she was supposed to get the money when she went to go give him a bath. She was all like, look at this basket. You see this basket? When I come back out, the money's gonna be in here. Why didn't you get the money when you gave him a bath? I was so lost. Like, so as Ruth and Lewis are leaving the bus, Bridget, the one that Lewis fucking, she catches them coming. She sees them coming out of the bus together. So I'm like, this is either gonna be bad or worse. Turned out to be nothing, actually. So then Elder Mother, she comes to check on Laura and Lacey. They in the washroom. Elder Mother has Lacey tell Laura why she was punished and what her punishment was. She leaves out the gang rape part. Then Elder Mother tells Laura, come get me when you guys are done. Because I want everyone in camp to see the robe that Lacey has on. Because remember she told her you wear the red robe because you're an abomination or some shit. I don't remember. So Elder Mother leaves and Laura's like, did I do good? And Lacey's like, yeah, you did good, but you need to not act so clear-headed before she give you more drugs. Because Laura was asked the question. She was like, why was that? What did you do? Like, asking a lot of questions. So, of course, Laura's like, well, I want to know where my husband is. Lacey tells Laura, like, if you can get, she tells Laura, I trust River, so if you can get him alone, maybe he'll tell you or kind of give you some insight on where Aaron is. I'm like, yeah, you trust River, and River may trust you, maybe not. But at the same time, River ain't just gonna tell her some random shit, I don't think. But at the same time, he do be just telling people shit. So Ruth is just not even being subtle about nothing she's doing. She got caught by Lewis in the bus. Now she's trying to break into some type of trunk or something, and River catches her. I'm just like, Ruth, you're not even looking out. So River's like, what are you looking for? Ruth's like, I'm looking for clues to wherever the children might be at. So River starts saying, like, we need to face the facts. Like, what if these children not coming back? Ruth starts to get emotional. Then River tells Ruth about Peter being in the punishment trailer. He says, he's going to rat me out. I need your help. Then he tells Ruth about what Jones suggested. And says he needs help getting the drugs out of the kitchen. Ruth says, well, she says it's cyanide in the kitchen, but Elder Mother won't let anyone near it. Then she says the cyanide in the kitchen was hid away after, remember they had that scare where the government came and Tally was still there, and Tally poured out that whole jar which she thought was cyanide, but it wasn't. So Ruth says after that incident, Elder Mother hid it. So I'm just like, which one is it? Because you just said it was in the kitchen, then you saying that she hid it. So I'm just like, she tells River, you might just have to kill Peter without the poison if you can't get to it. Because, like, basically, he need to be taken care of before the highest gets back. So let me get the scene in the punishment trailer. I didn't even write too much for this. It was just a back and forth. Malcolm is telling Peter about how the highest and Daikon's backstories, how they met in prison. The highest was getting repeatedly raped, and Daikon was his protection, and they fell in love in prison. So I'm just like, damn, so if Daikon was the highest protection in prison, why the fuck is he letting the highest run all over him? Like he wasn't his protection in prison. Because it's like, if it wasn't for Daikon, your ass probably would have been drugged up and getting gang raped in the jail all the time, and then probably would have committed suicide or something bad would have happened if it wasn't for Daikon. But you treat him like he ain't shit. He your savior in a way, the highest. You call yourself the savior. Daikon's your savior, low-key. Malcolm's like, the highest takes drugs to stay stable, and y'all are out here following him. So then we get this scene. We at the sheriff's office, and an agent comes up. The same agent that was sitting there watching Andrew comes up, tells Cal and Desiree that the highest in them have been to 7 different banks and have withdrawn $3 million from each bank. Says that they went to a bank today in North Carolina. And I'm like, so if they took $3 million from 7 plus 1, which makes 8 because they went to one today. If they took $3 million from 8 banks, they should have about $24 million. But last I checked, they said it was $1.5 million in the highest trailer right now, and then they went today to get $3 million. So I'm just like, but this is where it gets this is where it gets juicy. So they bring up Lilo and how he's the highest probation officer and how he's been missing, and he's also being investigated by the ATF. And then he tells them that the cult has been skimming money from the cartel. Then shows a picture of Joan, says that this is the Rockaducci's accountant, says that she has put $1 million away into a company account. And I was just like, oh, so Joan's scamming money too. I'm just like, how? But I guess she's their accountant, so she can do stuff like that. She know how to handle money. Oh, excuse me. So then she put $1 million into some account of her company or something like that. Then they show a picture of the other company owner. They like, here's the other company owner, and it's a picture of Laura. So I'm like, oh, so they really is on some shit, and they try to make River and Ruth seem like they didn't think, because River and Ruth, when Laura and Aaron first got there, River and Ruth was like, oh, y'all know Joan? I feel like she called y'all here, help with the plan or whatever. So now it's kind of looking that way. So they start to assume, of course, that Laura and Joan are at the compound to scam the money, and Aaron doesn't know about it. They's like, Aaron don't know, because maybe Aaron don't know. So then the agent tells Desiree and Cal what the highest is riding in, like in a black truck. There's a couple of tailing cars behind. So then Desiree says she's gonna give Aaron's dad a call, cause they need his help getting the warrant, cause he's a senator. So then another agent approaches, tells Desiree and Mac that not Desiree and Mac, Desiree and Cal, that Mac left his room last night and he ain't come back until 40 minutes ago. So like he didn't come back to the next morning 40 minutes ago from her telling them this. So Desiree, she's telling Cal, like, I feel like she tells Cal she had put a camera outside of Mac's room and by his truck or something like that. And Cal's like, you still leaving me in the dark. So, of course, they having this tiff ever since Andrew told Cal that Desiree sleep with her subordinates. Cal has not been feeling her. They've been having these little tiffs. But Desiree, she tells Cal that she thinks that Mac and the sheriff are in cahoots with each other. Cal's like, well, let's test that theory. Let's tell one of them something and let's feed one of them some false info, basically, see what happens. So I'm in my head like, which one they gonna tell? Which one they gonna feed the info to? So then we get this scene. The sister Bridget, she comes out to the front gate to bring Lewis and George something to drink. Then she asks Lewis, like, why were you talking to Ruth? So Lewis is like, just stick to the plan. It's me and you. You know it's just me and you. I love you, da-da-da. Like Ruth told her in the last season, like, girl. Oh, no, it wasn't last season. It was at the beginning of the season. In one episode, at one point, she told Bridget, like, this is not the place to be fucking jealous, girl. This is, you need to be trying to worry about your life. And you in here being jealous. So I'm just like, yeah, girl, she needs to stop being jealous. This is not the type of place, situation, or nothing. So Bridget goes back inside, and then the Rolls Royce and the other car, they pull up. They tell George and Lewis that the government pulled them over, but ultimately let them go. Tells them the highest and Daikon and them took another route. So they let them in. They let the cars back in. Then George calls Daikon, tells them what happened. Like the government stopped them, but let them go. They came back. Daikon tells them, okay, we'll be back in a few hours, but in the meantime, don't let anyone near those cars. So I'm in my head like, oh, Daikon already hip about the, like he already hip something probably on the cars or something. So when he ends the call, Daikon tells the highest what happened with the cars or whatever. And the highest is like, well, need to try to call and find out why the feds would send back a stolen car. Like, if the car was stolen, why would they send it back? So Daikon's like, well, he's like, you want me to call now? And the highest was like, yeah. So Daikon's like, well, what about Joan? Joan's like, well, I'll just cover my ears. And the highest is like, you don't have to do that, Joan. We completely trust you. I'm like, huh. If only y'all knew she got she got $1 million stash. That's crazy, because regardless if Rufo or any of them get the money, she still got $1 million stashed already. And with this run they just took, she probably got another $1 million stashed. That shit crazy. How do they not notice that the million's gone? I can see if they had the whole 24 million, like the math that the agents and Desiree and them said. But if they just got this 4.5 million, how did they not notice that she took $1 million? So Daikon, he calls the sheriff, tells them about the cars being stopped, but ultimately being let go. Sheriff's like, well, I don't know what to tell you about that. They not letting me in on anything. So then the sheriff asked Daikon, when are y'all gonna go pick up Aaron? Daikon's like, well, we're gonna go get him tonight when we get back. And the sheriff's like, well, he's in a trunk. Like, he might not make it through the night. He's like, I can't go, of course, because they got somebody watching me. So then Daikon's like, well, would it be so bad if Aaron didn't make it? I was like, yes, that's a senator's son. He's found dead in the trunk. What you think they gonna immediately assume it's y'all? So Daikon's like, well, would it be so bad if Aaron didn't make it? And Sheriff's like, not in my damn car. I thought that was funny. He was like, you can do that shit in your car, but not my car. So Daikon's like, okay, I will send someone. So then Daikon asks the sheriff if he can get more info. Like, can you find more stuff out? Or how about you talk to Andrew? So then sheriff's like, oh, they won't let me see Andrew. I'm like, nigga, that's a lie. Cal just asked your ass, you want to interrogate the guy that assaulted your deputy? And what you say to him? You said, nah, you guys probably already asked him everything. It's probably too late for him to go to Andrew now, because now it'll look suspicious. You didn't want to talk to him, and now you've been in your office for a couple of hours, and now you want to talk to him? That will be suspicious now, but at first you did have an opportunity to talk to him. Granted, he didn't have the information that he has now, but still, he had the opportunity. So they end the call. Daikon tells the highest, he says he has to get more info, more intel. He says he doesn't say the sheriff. So then Joan chimes in, I never trusted that sheriff. So the highest is like, how did you know it was the sheriff? So Joan's like, I just assumed. And the highest is like, don't assume. Know your place as a woman. Da 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 da. And Joan's like, I apologize. I would never step out of line again. So then we get the scene back at the sheriff's station. Mac, he comes into the station claiming he overslept. Cal was like, well, the agent told us that you went out for a couple of hours. I was like, why y'all saying a couple of hours? He went out for a whole night. I'm just like, what do they be writing on here? So then Mac's like, I went out for a run. And Desiree's like, in that suit? And Mac's like, I'm a military man. It's just like, what? Y'all couldn't come up with a better excuse? He went out for a run for the entire night in a suit, in penny loafers. Like, come on. I was just like, y'all could have made something better up. So Cal asks Mac, you want to talk to Andrew? Mac's like, oh, no, I'm too disappointed in him. So Desiree tells Mac, oh, well, Andrew said that you're involved. Mac's like, what? He's like, you guys don't believe that, do you? So he's like, oh, it's not true. He's like, I'm going to go. And then he's like, I'm going to go talk to the sheriff. So then we get to see River approaches Zane, basically asking her if he can get her, asking her for help to get the shit out of the kitchen to poison Peter. He's like, he's going to give me up if he doesn't. So Zane tells him all the poisonous stuff is locked away. River says, what about the infirmary? Zane's like, oh, everything's locked away. So she's like, why? What did you tell him? And River's telling Zane like he was supposed to help us escape, and Zane starts getting upset. Like, why am I just finding out about this? She's like, you and Ruth and River, you're trying to double cross me. Yeah, she said, you, River, and Ruth are trying to play me. She gets upset. River's like, no, that's not what it was. I'm just like I said, like I've been said, I feel like Zane and Lacey are like not even a part of the equation anymore in my eyes. I feel like it's just Ruth, River, and Joan. But now we find out Joan got this play with Laura. Now that we see why she didn't say nothing when Joan, I mean, what would she say when she saw Laura pouring the drink out? But I was like, damn, Laura and Joan are in cahoots. Ruth and River was right the whole time. But then you got George and Lewis and Manny with their whole little scheme. So then we get this final scene. Aaron is in the trunk, screaming, help, help. Ends up kicking the back seat in of the car. And then escapes out the car. And I'm like, this nigga Aaron just keeps getting these chances. And then it keeps fucking up for him. Like when they first got there. And I think he was sent to use the bathroom or something. He stepped off or something. And then we had the joint where he got away. And then Kate found him. And then Kate got smoked. And then we get this. And I'm just like, I hope he make it this time. I hope he make it this time. At least get to a phone so you could call your father and tell him it was all a hoax or whatever. I mean, tell him that your last call was all lies. Because I'm just like, Aaron keep getting all these advances and like, shit keep happening. So I'm just like, I hope he get away. Mac dumbass didn't stay there to watch him. That's on him. I hope he get away though. I mean, of course we want him to get away. That's gonna be crazy. Somebody gonna get there and Aaron gonna be long gone. But yeah, I would probably get, I would give this John a B. I would give it a B minus. That's how the episode ended. I would give it a B minus because even though River and Ruth suspected it, I didn't know that Joan and Laura were actually in cahoots. And the fact that Joan already got a Millie stashed, I was like, okay, Joan. Joan not my favorite, but I was like, okay. Accountant is accounting. She know what she doing. And then Aaron got away at the end, so I just like, I had to get this Joan a B minus. I feel like it was a good episode. Thoughts for episodes to come. Like I said, I hope Aaron gets to safety this time and doesn't get compromised again. And I can't wait to see what this fake information that Cal and Desiree going to feed to either Mac or Sheriff. I want to see how that's going to play out. And I wonder what's going on with the children. Are they ever going to tell us what happened to the children? I don't think he killed them. I think he got rid of them. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with the kids. And I already feel like this plan is gonna go to shit. The little plan that the soldiers got, Lewis and George and them. I feel like that shit gonna go to shit. Holding the hostage at gunpoint. I don't know. Yeah, those are my little. I mean, Peter and Malcolm. I don't know. I feel like they done for. They told Peter just take your beating, but he seemed like a believer, so I don't know. Which I feel like, yeah, he gonna snitch on River. He's gonna snitch on River. And yeah, those are my little thoughts or what have yous for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review and comment below what you God damn, my tongue was like, bitch, you ain't saying shit. Comment below what you would grade the episode, what you thought of the episode in its entirety. If I forgot anything or was off on anything specifically, let me know in the comments. Like this video, I can't stress that enough. Subscribe to my channel. I can't stress that enough. I don't only review Ruthless. Like I said, it's been a Tyler Perry reviewing day for me. I've reviewed Sisters, The Oval. If you watch those shows, go check out the reviews of those shows. Check out my channel. I review shows on random. I got covers. I got freestyles. Granted, I need to post more, but just check out my channel. I feel like I'm a vibe. It is what it is. I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.